All right, welcome or welcome back, everyone. This is where we're at. As you can see, the tray of tiny pieces is getting ever more spacious. So we're going to install quite a few more in tonight. This is show you the side view of our, I couldn't yesterday, but that's, got our little alleyway through there with our dog looking at us, all pathetic and doughy-eyed. If I can get some light in there, you see all the inside stuff. Our bunny rabbit couch chair sitting there, cat, teddy bear, and our romantic Italian dinner table up there with its stools because I couldn't make the chair backs work. I say it's really coming together nicely. Got our, like I say, the access panel here for our batteries. So whenever I do install that, that's where they're going to go. Got the wires running out. And it's going to be tight whether those are okay. I got a little that's going to be close to where I can get those up through there and wired in, but I think it'll make it. So, but like I say, that's where we're at so far, and we get to start working on that third building today. So I'll grab those pieces up for the next page, which I don't even remember what page we're on. We're on page 20 today. And it looks like we'll finish up tomorrow. I think I'll do a little bit longer session tomorrow and get it wrapped and just wrap this one up. And we can start the weekend up with something a little more, what do I call them? Palette cleanser. But anyway, here we go. Jumping in on page 20. Okay, I think I'm having some issues with either my SD card or my camera. Hopefully it's the SD card. I think. Okay. We'll flip it over. Yeah, this is supposed to have the overhang over on this side, so. Alright. So, okay, so get this going with our old Beacon 3-in-1. Sounds like it's going to be flowing. Okay, and get us a lead along the edge. Got a couple of globs there. Okay. I said I want the hanging off that side. Line this guy up. And get my little squeegee out. Gentle at first. A little firmer. Okay. And like I say, got our thing there to obscure the side of the wood thing, and trying to keep an eye on the display to make sure it doesn't go out on me again. So, might be a little distracted today. Alright, then flip you over, and this one goes in here. Looks like it's going to be supposed to leave these slots are supposed to sit up our corners. So I think those are good. And alright, so we got clearance. So that's what we're going for. I can bring you in for this, can I? Don't need to see all those little pieces hanging off the side. Alright, back to the old beacon. And have a tendency to do those globs every now and then. I just don't, not sure where they come from. I just got stuff all over my hand, so. Okay. Now, keep it all the way down there, all the way with, whoop, upside down. Don't do that. Okay. Okay, over here. Put it on the bottom. And squeegee. I got a little bit of overhang up there on the top, so I'm either crooked or I cut it crooked. But I got the clearance. That's what. Well, don't have the. I'll have to do some trimming on this one, but yeah, I think that'll be all right. Okay. Now, I guess I need to go ahead and hit this. I'm gonna say it wasn't much, just a little bit. I don't think it'll be enough to mess with me if I'm not. Make sure I got everything notched that I need to. Okay. And now we bring in these guys. Want the tags going out, so these go here. Okay. And then this one either way. Oh. So, these are fragile. Trying to put pressure over here, you get bending through the whole thing, so I'm trying to go on the frame side to squeeze them in. Okay. We got something like that so far. Then, and actually, those are in pretty good. I may do a little bit along that seam there, but I think they're stuck in there, the actual wall pretty good. So that's, yeah, once I get another piece in there, I'll see how it ties together when I put the other side on. I may not even worry about any glue there. This guy goes in here. Okay, that one's supporting itself too. Gonna be minimal glue on this one, looks like. Which is how I like it. Okay. Now, moving right along, we got our floor. Oh, I do gotta do. I just saw I got a piece I forgot to take out there, so let me get my. Making sure I don't go all the way through to cut the front. So. Okay. I'm gonna paint this cap red one of these days so I can find it. Okay, so this is gonna go down in there and over to there. Okay, I think that one may need a little glue on the back there. It feels snug into the side wall, but this is pretty wobbly here, so I may do some touch of glue along the back side of that. And this guy goes down here. Same thing on this one. This one's really loose. So I will definitely do some, actually I don't think it's, I'm going to have to do a little trimming on my paper here. It's stopping me from going all the way in, so. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit, that's much tighter fit. Actually, so let's see. Let me do the same thing on this one. I don't think this one is bad. Won't hurt to be sure this stuff's not in the way later on. But I think there's more of an issue on the other one. And over here. Okay. While I'm going, let's go all the way around on this one too. Front does look okay, so okay, and like I said, I am gonna throw some glue in on this. I think I'll go with the old Aleene's Turbo Tacky. Go focus on it. And yeah, trust me, it is. There it is. Just see if I can do a nice tight little bead along the back here. Well, maybe dash right there and get. Okay. Need to do something to hold that. What do I got? An actual wood clamp would be overkill. Got a big rubber band here. Boom. That's going to hold it against the back, hopefully. And that should be. I think flexible enough. I think it'll stretch. That might be going too far. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the other side. Well, it doesn't take long for this to get tacky, so I'll let it tack up a little bit, and I'll go over to my other part of the project. I'm gonna stay with the Aleene's Turbo Tacky for this too. Get to mount our sidewalk up. I think it's a sidewalk. Let's go right in here around our. This is where our next building is going to go. It's just supposed to line up around it. About like so. Yeah, that's square over here. All the lines are covered up. Yeah, this is what we're going to be going for. Like I said, sticking with the old A-leans, because that's been doing a good job for me on these. That's what I do in the middle, I think. Just give me a fair amount. Drop you in, wiggle you for a second, and how do you look over here? Not far enough like that. Alright, that's, I think, about where I want it. And like I said, that was what I was supposed to do first off. Alright, so put you back over there. Let's see. Check up on this guy. Like I say, that seems awful. Might be overly ambitious here. Let's see. No, that was, yeah, that's got it held in place enough, I'd say. Don't mess it up by playing around with it. Okay, so let's see if we can do a similar thing with this one. So going in like this. So just maybe like it down the side. I got offline on that. Try again. Okay. Good. Okay. This one, I've actually got to get that lined up on the bottom, so I think may have to sit here and hold this one for a minute or two while this. So I won't make y'all watch glue dry, so I'll be stand here for a second and hold this, and I'll be right back once it gets stuck. Should have used a super glue. Okay. It's a little tacky, but I've had second thoughts about this one. I do want to, I wouldn't have put the glue all on that edge if I had thought about it, because this is going to be wobbly enough to line up. This is definitely, I'm assuming this is going to be a tab that goes into a slot at some point, and I sort of be able to make sure I can leave that up and down adjustment wiggle room there, which it appears I have. Even though I glued it, it doesn't appear the glue has taken hold. But there's our next couple of rooms. And now trying to see where am I going next. Okay, so let's just pop her upside down. Okay, get to bring in 3 more lights. Okay. So, okay, so we're just gonna, the first 2 of them just sort of eyeballed in the center of either ceiling. And the third one is supposed to go out the side. That works. I'm trying to see. Perspective is throwing me off here. Okay, maybe out here. Was there a hole there for that? I think there is. I can feel it. But usually they leave a notation for the hole, like not a notation, but they leave the white marks for it. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I could look at the picture. Yep, there is a hole there. So, okay. Okay, that's the slot. No, it slots back here. So yeah, this would be the hole. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it went straight through. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to be upside down for this. Okay, so we're going. I think this probably is. Let's see, can I get an angle where y'all can see too with my... Yeah, okay, that should work. I think I can work with this. Okay, so like I said, just sort of eyeballing the center of the room. I'm just going to do just right angle at that, about where the installation ends. We're going to mount more of these little doodads on them. So through there. Okay. I was hoping. About like this. So, get the old Bondic out. Let's see if I can make this work here. Hold it down. Like you. Yeah, the floor is getting in the way. A little bead over top of it and hit it. And put my hand right in the way where y'all can't see anything. Let's just click this thing on. I always find it interesting when the black light lights up the LEDs. Okay, so that should be good on that one. Okay. And that's it on there, so I'll wipe it off. Alright. And same thing here. Maybe it'll be a little more cooperative. I think I got a little bit higher ceiling here, so I think this will work better. I guess we'll bend that one. And oh, I bet. Hold it. No, I'm not gonna be steady enough to do that. Oh yeah. I just remembered. I was just using tape to do this before, wasn't I? Okay, so let's just use a tape on there. That's why it was so much easier the other day. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make this harder than it has to be. Duh. Okay. And then our third one. Focus down here. It's supposed to go, I'm pretty sure. There's one of them. I'm not cooperating. Okay. And through there. This is just going to be... I'm not going to tape this one down or glue it or anything yet. Okay, that is sticking. Because I don't know how long I need it to be. But I'll find out. But I'm going to do that in the next step, so I can do that. Okay, so I'll be able to do it pretty quickly. You through there. That's where you're going to end up. If you're going to go into the corner and then around, so it's supposed to work. No, it doesn't. It does say just go straight down the side on this one. Okay, yeah, there is a little notch there for it. So push it all the way down. The right ones. Okay, there. That white one go around the corner there. There it went. Okay, so they're supposed to go right along the wall there. Okay. Now, back over to the outside. And I am going to go ahead and throw some super glue on this seam here, just to stabilize it a little bit now. Just a bit on that corner. Line them up. A little pressured. Like I say, just to stabilize things, keep them even. Yep. Come on. Thought it had already bonded. Try again. Get the 10-second count here. Okay, that's better. Okay, and now all these wires out of the way over there. And we're supposed to take our teapot. And you get mounted right in front of the wire hole there, evidently. So maybe leave that vertical. It's going to be tricky with it. But I think, yeah. Back to super glue. I preferred Gorilla super glue. Just because this one came with a brush, and the brush is so much easier to use to me. Okay, give me a nice even smooth coat there. Put the lid on. I keep knocking the thing over. And then you there. Alright. And then the LED is supposed to be mounted right there behind the teapot body. Of course, I'm having trouble getting this stuff to bond. Okay, but that's if I can get it. You stay in place where I can get some gravity. Yeah, a little gravity assistance here. I'll try the beacon. Just put a dab there. And just leave that there for a second. And what's next? Okay, I have to turn it back upside down again after this, so I'm going to take a break, give that a few minutes to dry, maybe grab me some supper, and I will be right back, and we will knock out the rest of this stuff. I don't think it'll take too much longer. It doesn't look too bad, so be right back with that. Okay. Seems like that's going to stick. I guess I could, well, I'll put some more glue in. Well, actually, I guess that might actually be a good place to do some. Well, if I don't break it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get y'all a view of it. I'm probably gonna Bondic that down if I can sort of get if I can get it around here. You'll just have to trust me on how exciting it looks when I get around to it. Okay, so making a mess. Okay. Okay, if I can get it to cooperate with me. Okay, I think I can do it here. Okay, I'm gonna break that thing off where I Okay. Just sort of hold it up in that corner, hopefully. Obscure things. Ooh, and I just noticed, I think I figured this out before. The white wires are responsive to black light, so that might come in handy at some point if I remember it when I need to remember it. Okay, those guys in there. Now, I think I can do my it's just like the other day. We get to put our little beads in over our lights. So, just like before, we're gonna throw just a fair glob of turbo tacky into the end and let it fall where it may. Accidentally had the other one hanging from the ceiling a little bit lower, so I bet I could do that. Put something in there as a spacer. I could get that. I think I got some. Yeah. Got some of these doodads. Stack a couple of them up. Yeah. Just let that glue set in them underneath it. I think that'll, whoop, that one's not being as cooperative. Okay. But yeah, alright. So that, okay, that's going to take another few minutes to dry. It gets tacky again. But then we get to actually put all our goobers in. We get to install them after that. So, you fall down? No, it's still. Okay. Okay, so I'll let that glue set up, and I'll come back and we'll glue these in, and that should get us through this page. Ooh, let's see, I do have something I can do in the meantime before I don't want to move that, because if I do, I'm gonna jiggle those things around. Okay, I'm just gonna come back and do that. So I'll be right back. Okay, that's had a few minutes to get stuck to my spacers, but I go. But I also think it's stuck to the light as well. Yeah, okay. So they're gonna be like hanging down like so. If I get the glare off there. All right. So now, what are we doing here? Let's see. Go back to. Do it. Try and find a good. I'm not gonna be able to do that much of an angle on it though. Better if I can do. Yeah, it's one of those things where to put it on there where y'all can see. I can't get the. No. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's one of those bad situations. I can't get the camera down here for y'all to see, and because I'm going to install these on flat surfaces. Okay, but I'll show you after. We're starting on the bottom floor, our Coral's home. We're going to be doing 3 of our plants. Our plant stand. Yeah, that's all that goes in that one. Okay. So I'm going to put this guy in the far back corner just because it's so much taller than the other one, so it can be, you can sort of hopefully see it in the once I get the windows and everything in. So glob of glue on there. Like I say, I'm going to go all the way in the back corner, I think. So it's sort of like holding itself up there against the wall. Then I'll do this one. Oh, get hold of it. Peel these guys back down one more time. So we got our little red doodads showing. And get a little bit of glue on you. And slide you in next. Drop you. I'll slide you in there next to a little tree dude. And we got our little tiny plastic flowers. Oh yeah, I can. And just kind of work them out there too. Okay. And we don't need the tweezers for them. Alright. And we got our little flower stand. You go just nice little bead right down the middle. And you go sort of over in that section. Just swirl you around and get to Actually, I'm just looking at this, I think I need to move those. I can move them in a little bit. Make sure I got room for the wall when the time comes. Don't have a repeat of our bunny rabbit couch thing yesterday. Okay, so I move them over. Hopefully get clearance. Oh, definitely will if it falls over like that. Alright, so you down. Okay, then the upstairs. Okay, we get to put a rug. So let me just a little bit of our old beacon, just a real light. If you go, I think I'm going to try and favor that side, and I think I'm actually going to have the couch maybe overlap on that a bit, because our couch from our brilliant throw pillows goes next. Oops. Back to, and this one I'm sort of worried about getting stuck because it's the fabric on the bottom, but we'll, like I say, generous glob. And up against the wall and the back. Make sure I got room. Yeah, okay, so that's like so. And yeah, actually the shelves should have went in first. Let's see, it's got that, doing that thing with the shelf back here, where you put the, creating the depth with this. So I think I'll do, Aileen seems to be doing pretty okay so far, so let's just do a fair glob on there. And line you up against that one. Okay. And then, what goes... Oh, wait a second. I missed a... Supposed to put... this flower vase on top of that shelf. Clean off that bottom, like a little bit extra. Alright, so just a dab on you, and hopefully there's a picture of that on the wall too, so it's, yeah, it does line up that. It's not actually put a little dab on the back too. Okay. See, so far my plants aren't falling over yet, so I'm happy about that. Okay. And we're supposed to put our, got another, this one I think I'm going to use the super glue on just because it's right there on the wall. Doesn't have any support underneath it, so just a little dab of that. Right side up and just go right on top of that one. I think, yeah, that lined up. Put pressure for a few seconds. Everything's standing, still standing. Alright, so it goes on in there. These guys all staying in place so far. And it says these two wine bottles go onto our little shelf deal here, which, and actually this Little wine bottle supposed to go on the top of the bookshelf. Yep. Okay, so the big boys. Dab. Yeah. A little too much on that, but okay. That there. And then, so this must go on the bookshelf. See if I can get it. Oop. A little dab on there, maybe. Get my tweezers to get it in there. Yeah, like so. Yeah, I knocked over this one with that. Okay. Nah, stand up, guys. Okay, let those get tacky for a minute or two. I guess I'm gonna go. Oh, wait a second. Our little newspaper bucket goes in here. Oh, it goes over in the corner next to our couch, in between the couch and the bookshelf. I got our little cloth thing showing. And those are on the outside, so the only other thing left to go on is the bed. And it shows it going relatively close to the edge here. Trying to see. I'm going to take a peek next page and see. That's pretty flexible in that corner, so I think I'm going to run the risk and just let it go. Oh, there's not much. I thought this had a bottom to it. I couldn't remember that. Okay, so. Alright, let's do a good glob all the way around, I think. This thing's going to be, I think it's going to be important that this thing is held in place, because once I start punching things into it, okay. And get you, let's see. Little wiggle room there. A little wiggle room here. And that'll push in. Pushing down. Alright. So that's what that's got going on. I'm hoping when I push this wall in, I'll be able to push this bedspread over and it won't get trapped. But that is the interior of those two rooms. Alright, so except for that shelf, which I'll come back to. But now I get to play around with this one. Okay, so let's just pop you on here. Line everything up. Yeah, yep. I think it lands pretty flush all the way around. So this is going to be the front of the building. So this is where our bed's going to be. So we're going to be looking at, yeah, okay. And this is our big window showing our couch and our, yeah, okay. That's what it looks like anyway. Don't actually get to install it today, but we're gonna. That's what it is. Oop. And go around the edge here. Get between everything. Maybe a little bit more right there. And one more of those strip right here. Now, these guys in place. Good. Sides are good. A little gentle squeegee action. Okay, everything squished down good. And a little firmer. And get to put these three on. And this is what's technically not. Let me peek at the beginning of the next page, see if I want to go one more step. Nah, still a few more steps before you mount it onto the actual building. Yeah, we'll stop after this. Okay, so this guy is here, and I'm going to go back to my color around the edges with the marker technique here. I don't know if I call it a technique or not, just get that, do a little bit of, just on the edges to sort of cover where the paper is at. Whoops. And hopefully cover most of that. That's why. And of course, permanent marker. It dries almost instantly. Yep. So, mine's going to have a little... I think that'll be alright. Not extremely obvious, but will be obvious to anybody who saw this. Okay, and doing these, back to the old Gorilla Super Glue. The corners, I think. A couple of spots in the middle. Yeah. And okay, good. Okay. And then this one goes above the green. Just a little glob in the middle. It's supposed to go on out here. And these guys go around the windows like that. Yep. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, and only hit the red edges because there's nothing behind it to. Just saw that. Wasted a bit of glue on that one. Make sure just go around the top part. And Alright, and that's where the page ends, but we've still got us a shelf to install. Evidently the wine bottles are secure, because I picked it up by it. I'll set you there. And let's see, we got the outline of our shelf right there is where we're aiming for. Maybe I can, it's been in there a few minutes. Let's see if I can prop this up where we can all see. And right there. Okay. Now, you this. I need one more set of hands to make this work right, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to be able to do it. Okay. And that's alright, so that's our bedroom or whatever. I'm assuming apartment may be bedroom, and our flower shop. Yeah, see, that's just eventually going to be the front of the building here. Got to install some more lights and stuff, but that looks like that'll work. Yeah. So, oh, this is going to be like a okay, that outline's going to be like a step for the door, I think. Yeah, that looks like that's about how it's going to line up. There's no tabs here, so these must have details for the outside. But okay, and of course got that on the side. Yeah, making some progress. All right, folks, that's where I'll call her tonight. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.